And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here's Louisville set to take over on offense.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trotting on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan. To throw on second down.
Knapp.
This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. Off play action. Knapp. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run with Bolden. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Knapp. Open man is Higgins. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Back to throw. Knapp. And fights him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jalen Smith able to run him down for a 15-yard loss. And it will be 4th down.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. On 1st and 10, Goldman, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, Goldman in trouble, and he's taken down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
Well, the Louisville offense back out now.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
They stay on the ground. Here's Bolden again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, 1st down. Looking to throw. Knapp.
There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Knapp. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown! T. Higgins from 19 yards away.
And the Tigers have retaken the lead.
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead is now 10-7.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Throwing to start the drive. Goldman over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Operating from the gun. Goldman.
This one completes Alec Pierce.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Now a 2nd and 2.
At the 41-yard line.
Off the play fake. Goldman. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off.
Offense.
Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for Chicago. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at about the 28. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39.
T. Higgins out on offense with the rest of his teammates for this next drive.
He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. Now a 1st down throw, complete downfield. Touchdown! T. Higgins, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Tigers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Goldman. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
And 10 yards to go.
Rush working from the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Rush with it on 1st down. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Now a 2nd and 10. Quick throw out wide, and Pierce has got it. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Knapp. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. 3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Finding room at midfield. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. This 2nd and 4.
Out of bounds at the 50-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 4 yards to go.
Looking to throw. Knapp. A dump off here to Bolden. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
Looking to throw on second down. Now, this is Ertz on the pitch and catch. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
Back to throw. Now. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Throwing to start the drive. Goldman, left side, he finds Pierce. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Chicago! Alec Pierce, 61 yards. And the Bulls are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So here's Louisville set to take over on offense. Throwing on first down. Knapp. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Here's 2nd and 7.
At the 25-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Knapp. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Neville Gallimore powering his way in and burying him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Chicago offense set to get started. And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing 1 play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
And it's a fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Well, we know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Following the fumble recovery, Knapp. That is caught by Deshaun Hamilton. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On first down, Knapp. This is caught. Touchdown. Dante Pettis, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Tigers are able to extend their lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units in there. Kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
On first and 10, Goldman. He completes it to Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A nice throw right there. And these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure on that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave. Embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
On third and 2, Goldman. He finds Pierce. It's complete. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. Here's a 2nd and 8.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So here's Louisville set to take over on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To throw on second down, Knapp. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Over the middle, he finds Higgins. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. and that will bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Knapp. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. Here's Sam Martin now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. Pulled in at the 24. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Throwing to start the drive. Goldman. Here's Johnson with a reception. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Throwing on first down. Goldman. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A final shot before break. Goldman. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Goldman. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down. Operating from the gun. Goldman. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the first round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the first round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top role, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
At the 45-yard line.
Back to throw. Goldman. And he's got Pierce. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Off play action. Goldman. Delivers another one to Pierce. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Goldman toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're
got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Alec Pierce, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bulls have cut it back within a score. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. T. Higgins out on offense with the rest of his teammates for this next drive. He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one because he's paying off his results downfield.
And still more time here, 3rd quarter. We'll see what else he has in store for us. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This pass complete to Higgins. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Finding Ertz again. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
Now it's Bolden. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Here's 3rd and 7.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. Now. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The drive starts with a run from Achane. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
At the 13-yard line.
Looking to throw. Goldman. And his throw here's incomplete.
That's just flat out a terrific play because it's rare that you see a hitch route batted down. That means someone read that one really well and was right on the spot when the ball got to the receiver.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. And they'll send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking on the midfield logo. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. guys ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
39-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll run again with Bolden. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. Bolden. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And a Louisville first down.
Now a handoff up the middle. Bolden. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Ball at the 26. 2nd and 7. Up the middle they go. Bolden. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 81 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll run on first down. Bolden. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Knapp. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
The kick by Sanders is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also in letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
3rd and 7.
Looking to throw. Goldman. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. A nice completion there for the first down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe?
Pressure comes and down he goes. It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack.
It's now 2nd and 19 at the 38-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run by Achane. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
21 brings up 3rd down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here's Bolden to start the drive. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Back to throw.
Knapp. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Knapp. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Throwing to start the drive. Goldman. And this one's incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. On 3rd down, Goldman. Forced out to his left. He will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Trucks over him. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
So a nice throw there. And, CD, I have to think you've been impressed with what you've seen thus far here in his debut.
You know me well. I have been impressed because what I've seen is him starting to understand how to play the game in a short amount of time. The dazzling plays, they'll come with experience. But right now, we're seeing him handle the game, make all the smart plays, and the right reads. And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st down, Goldman looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jack Rabbit Jenkins.
And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
So here's Louisville set to take over on offense.
They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
Throwing again.
Knapp.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A gain there of 30 big ones.
But he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Bolden, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Bolden. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Back to throw. Knapp. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Here's Achane to start the drive. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now a pass caught by Zay Jones. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 3rd down. Looking to throw. Goldman. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
That's pulled in at the 32. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Louisville offense back out now. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Knapp. Open man is Higgins. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 1st down, Bolden. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
3rd down and 1. Back to throw. Now, able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Bolden. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This is 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Knapp. Open man here is Hamilton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectations.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board. And, of course, the guy throwing them, he's a big-time player himself. They brought it from start to finish and really helped get the better of the opposing secondary.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. Second and about a yard. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Sanders' kick is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So that, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but
there he goes left side. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Throwing to start the drive. Goldman. That's complete to Pierce. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Achane gets it from the gun, and he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Goldman. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Back to throw. Goldman. Throw caught by Achane. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Looking to throw. Goldman. He'll dump this off to Achane. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he fends him off. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty. And as a result, possession switches hands. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
First down, Tigers.
They'll run on first down. Bolden. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
And a Louisville first down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bolden. And he'll snag about 5 yards down at the 32. You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression battle.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did.
On second down now, Bolden. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Back to throw. Now. That is caught. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Another run on second down, trying to cover up. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down well short of the 1st at about the 9-yard line.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Sanders' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. This is 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Goldman. He's got Johnson. Down the sideline he goes. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So here's Louisville set to take over on offense. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Louisville, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head back